Pull back, pull your mic in. We're live right now. They can hear you talking.
Hey, what's going on, guys, out there in YouTube land?
What's going on? This is Michael.
And this is Chris from the Forgotten Legion 30K.
So we're out here at South Texas in Flames 2. We're actually at the Powerhouse Avenue in Victoria, Texas, and right now you should be seeing on your screen the Goldmine Games Airfield table. So you're actually looking at that right now. The mission that's going to be played on this table is the Castelli operation, and we actually have Ryan Bridges, one of the local TFL members from Houston.
Heck yeah.
And we also have Sean from the Season Initiative podcast. So
yeah, we bring you famous people whenever we throw down like this.
So right now it looks like, oh God, that got real.
Go cut it off. Go cut it off.
Yeah, so sorry about that. We had a little feedback on one of our speakers over there. So right now what you're looking at is you're watching Sean deploy his army out. Looks like he got the first deployment. So you can see him picking the sides. I guess, Chris, do you want to kind of go over what the Castelli operation is?
Yeah, sure thing. So right now, just turn it off completely. There's a switch. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So what's going on, the overall narrative of the event is the War Master has set his sights on a small world, a small series of worlds on the edge of Ultramar. And this system has not yet heard of the betrayal at Istvan. So he has secretly communicated with the traitor forces in that area, and they are performing their own betrayal here in this world. Right now, the traitors are attempting a midnight raid on the Castelli Airfield. Due to the number of different loyalist legions on planet, the airfield is an important staging area. So both sides really want this because from here, they're going to be able to stage air operations all across the planet. So they've got planes waiting, and the traitors are hoping they can swoop in under the cover of darkness and take as much of the airfield as possible. Game-wise, whoever holds this, the objectives at the end of the game can transfer some benefits to the other tables in round 2. So you see, when you're looking at the table, you see some flyers out there. Each of those flyers is an objective. So if you hold the flyer at the end of the game, what that does is that gives you a missile strike that you can use, your faction can use on any table at the first shooting phase of the next event round. And then if you hold the aircraft control bunker, which is in the middle, it's the bigger building right there in the middle. If you hold that, that's actually going to allow you to choose a table, and then you can give +1 to your reserve rolls on that table that round. So pretty good benefits for the faction that manages to hold this.
Yeah, what's actually pretty cool is the each of the flyers that y'all seeing on the table, they're actually going to be the objectives, but the option to destroy them, that's actually probably my favorite option of the whole game, is you can blow these up to deny victory points all around, or deny objectives all around.
And that could be huge if I was playing on this table and it looked like, you know what, I'm going to lose these objectives at the end of the game rather than give those missile strikes. I'm going to blow them up.
Yeah, dude, it's just one of those. it's one of those hit or miss things. I just feel like even if I wasn't on the objective, but I could get a pop shot at it, I'm gonna take it anyway. As if it's out of my walking range, I'm gonna lob some stuff over to it.
Well, what's going to be interesting though, Sean's bringing Raven Guard, and my big experience with Raven Guard's been through your army, Michael. So I'm curious to see how he's playing versus what you're doing.
I got you. Yeah, if y'all, it doesn't matter where y'all roll.
If y'all aren't going to use that dice roller, just take it off the table.
Yeah, y'all can take it off the table if y'all aren't going to use it. So they're actually rolling right now, it looks like. So they're having a roll off, and they keep rolling the same.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, they're actually rolling to see who gets to infiltrate first.
That's something you don't see very often.
Well, when you got Night Lords against Raven Guard, you should expect to see a lot of things like that.
Get Josh.
All right.
Yeah, sorry that. We got a lot going on, guys.
So, looking at the table, I mean, I feel like I'm looking like at a Damocles and a Contemptor on the field starting for the Raven Guard. All the ships that you're seeing are actually Raven Guard ships. They're not part of Sean's army. It just so happens to...
It's a beautiful coincidence.
Coincidentally have Raven Guard defending Raven Guard ships there, so... but right now we got Bridges. He's infiltrating up, and it looks like he's taking advantage of some cover behind the Storm Eagle over there. So
well, I would because you don't know what Sean's going to bring out. I thought I saw a Sakaran Venator around the corner.
Is there?
If they'll move the dice roller.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Hey Bridges, move the dice roller.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it now. There's a Venator
it was
back there.
obscured by our terrain that we put there.
You see, but I can already see what Bridges is doing. So he's infiltrating, using the Storm Eagle as cover, and he's also already got that objective capped.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a smart move, and especially when you're looking at two infiltrating armies. I think we're going to see that across the table.
But I mean, I think that's he got the first objective, and obviously Sean's not going to let that fly. So you should be able to see him start setting up his infiltrators on, I'm guessing, hiding behind a Thunderhawk as well, or maybe hiding behind a Lightning. We'll find out here in a second.
Yeah, so the table edge on their side.
So all right, looks like Sean's gonna get to send his infiltrator somewhere. Oh, he's gonna drop him first.
That's how you know they're seasoned vets.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, he's not starting on the objectives.
What's interesting to me is that +1 to reserve roll. So think how you could use that next event round if you're able to hold that bunker this game. That could be pretty big, especially when you look at some of the armies that are on the field today and how they're using reserves.
So essentially right now we got Bridges captain objective immediately, but you have Sean is capping the bunker immediately. So
yep. And so he's going to need to move around though. I believe the capping point for that objective is on the opposite side of where he's starting. Of course, it won't be hard for him to get over there.
No, not at all. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is you can actually see Bridges already has the bikers ready to go. So his bikers on the table, and I've played personally against that. What do we call it? What was the name? The Midnight Pain Train?
Yeah, Midnight Pain Train.
Midnight Pain
Train.
Train.
That's basically what it was. I think we were all feeling it for days afterwards.
Yeah, it looks like Kurz is in there too.
Kurz?
Is that Kurz in there? Yeah. So Kurz is with the bike squad. Yeah, that's the Midnight Pain Train. That's very familiar with that list. Yeah.
Yeah, with Kurz's movement though, I mean that's a great way to run him. I mean you're gonna take full advantage of that.
And he's dishing out Shrouded
yes.
to his squad. Is Night Fight in effect? Night Fight's in effect. So, what, +3 to Jink? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Right. Yeah, so basically the Night Lords have a 2-up save pretty much all the time? Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to get through, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough cookie to crack no matter how you look at it.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't look at Sean's list before we sat down. Is he running Korax?
I don't believe so.
Oh, interesting.
Sean, are you running Korax? No? No Korax.
Okay,
No Primarch on Primarch.
Somebody else is running Korax? I don't remember. So, what do we got Bridges doing here?
It looks like Bridges is...
He's
got to stay 18 inches away because of line of sight. So... Okay, so yeah,
There it is for a second.
he looks like he actually measured out to see how far away he could deploy. So he's deploying because I guess he's in within line of sight, so he has to stay 18 inches away. But I mean, he's automatically on another objective flat out. So I don't know. Changes his mind. It looked like. Yeah, just trying to still stay within a certain amount of range. It's gonna be interesting to see. And that is the last of the infiltrators for the Night Lords. So it looks like the rest of the Raven Guard army gets to set up.
So let's see where Bridges ended up.
He's actually over there near that lightning. Originally, it looked like he was going to start on the lightning, capture the objective flat out, but
That's kind of what I thought.
he actually kind of moved off of it, and I guess he's going to try and put some pressure on the unit that's inside of the control tower. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's his good call because you really, I think if he can get a squad over there holding that bunker, especially where the objective is placed, he's got good protection on three sides. It's going to be pretty hard for it to be dislodged.
Yeah, he immediately started the game with an objective cap, so it would just kind of get greedy to have both objectives, so I can see where he's just going to use them to push off.
Well, now he's also got, when you look at this, Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, and First Blood. So not many missions are using First Blood, so that's also a good reason, I think, to deploy aggressively. Get up there and try to get one or two of those pretty quickly.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, is that a Damocles? Okay, yeah.
Nice.
So we should be expected to see some deep striking from Sean there.
Yeah, I'm looking at what he's got on his sideboard and waiting for things to start arriving.
Let me see if I can get his list. Okay, so we did get a hold of his list, but before we actually announce the list, just to give you guys a heads up, Goldmine Games out of Richmond, Texas, it's Mike Gupton prepared this table for us, and we just want to give a good shout out to him. If you have a chance, if you're in the Houston area or the Richmond area in Texas, go check them out, man. He's got a huge selection of Warhammer Games Workshop. He carries Vallejo. He carries Army Painter. He carries everything that you could possibly want for Warhammer. So just take advantage of that. And
yeah, it's also a great shop just to go play a game. His tables are beautifully done. I mean, as you can see, this is just one example of what he's got going on in that shop.
And he's actually been working on this for a few weeks now to help us out. And
yeah, greatly appreciate it because it's killing it, man. This table's, I want to play on this table.
Yeah. So it does look like Sean did go ahead and drop a unit over here behind the Thunderhawk. So it looks like he's bringing down his last bit of infiltrators. That's actually
that.
we were talking about how he was probably going to try and capture an objective
Yeah.
himself, and he's using the full body of the Thunderhawk to hide. So
Well, and if you think about it also, when you're looking at the mission rules, each of those flyers has a void shield to protect it on the landing platform. So that's a really good move on his part because it's going to be tough if Bridges is firing from opposite and he's got that shield in between. I mean,
yeah, the only thing that I would probably worry about is Kurz. Kurz is less than 16 inches away from him. Yeah, he can't see him,
Yeah.
but Kurz and his Midnight Pain Train aren't going to let these Raven Guard just hang out behind him.
Yeah, something tells me we're going to see like a flash, and Kurz is going to be in the middle of them, and there's going to be body parts flying everywhere.
Yeah, there's going to be some flayed skin and all that.
Yeah, new coats.
So we did get a hold of Sean's list here, and so looking at that, I mean, he took the Damocles, he took his Praetor, so he's got Decapitation Strike. So they're getting that preferred enemy with independent characters, so that that should be all right versus Kurz.
Yeah.
Looks like Artificer Armor, Digital Lasers, Iron Halo, Mastercrafted Paragon Blade.
You don't see a lot of people taking digital lasers.
Why? I don't know why. It's a free attack right there.
Yeah, I mean it's for what, 5 points, 10 points?
It's 15 points for Digital Lasers.
Okay, 30K it's a little more expensive. I think at 40K it was cheaper, but
Yeah, it's a free attack, especially with a Paragon Blade
Oh,
AP2.
heck yeah.
That's you're paying to remove at least 15 points.
Yeah.
So from the other team there.
yeah, I think definitely it's a smart move. It's something we should probably see more of. I think.
One thing that's kind of cool, you can see he's actually taking 2 Legion tactical squads, and he takes them in groups of 15.
Well,
So-
that's actually a pretty good size if you think about it, because groups of 20, when you start looking at the cost of it, yeah, your cost per man has gone down, but without Fearless and any of that stuff, you lose 20 dudes. That could be pretty rough. 15 is kind of a sweet spot, I think. Just enough to get some weight of fire from your bolters, but not enough that you're going to cry if they take it hard.
Yeah, he's also got the Apothecary in there, so that's really gonna take that and make it a little bit healthier, and keep it around a little bit longer.
I think, yeah, and if you're taking big squads like that, in my opinion, I think you almost have to have that Apothecary.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really going to pay dividends.
So looking at it here, I can see he's taking 2 more Dathan squads. So looks like one is going to be with the combi weapons. I'm wondering if he's taking combi flamers or. Yeah, I'm going to guess combi flamers on that one.
That would be the smart move, I think.
Yeah, melta bombs. I wonder if these guys are going to deep strike. I'm trying to figure out what is going to deep strike, because he brought the Damocles, so I don't see any. Oh, here we go. He's got a Legion Tactical Support Squad with a drop
Okay.
pod,
What are they armed with?
melta guns.
Okay.
Not the best choice to fight against this army, but
Yeah, but
This is
I
a
think
list.
on an all-comers list, Melta Guns is a pretty good call.
What I would really like to see is I'd like to see his drop pod come in over there to that Storm Eagle
Oh.
and just unload on it.
I just have this visual of those guys hunkered down behind, the Night Lords hunkered down, they're sneaking on, and this drop pod just smashes that Storm Eagle, just lands right in the middle of it, and his squad just boils out of it. I don't know. That's a cool mental image to me. Looks like they're seizing right now, and did not see. So we're about to get rolling.
Here it
Looks
goes.
like Bridges is taking the first move. And okay, yeah, here comes some drop pods. Now you know it's going to be real.
See, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. You can already tell that Bridges is not going to let that tack squad just hang out back there and cap that objective.
I mean, 15-man tack squad with Apothecary, he's got to go deal with that.
Yeah, one thing that's actually kind of interesting, with them that far back against the field, really you're pulling Kurz away from the actual battle. So I'm not sure if that's like Sean baiting him to the other side of the table, or
I think that's possible, but I could see Bridges looking at it if he could get in there and force that squad to fall back.
Yeah, but I mean, even if they did fall back and he did pull them out, now you have Kurz at the complete end of the table. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, because effectively, it's gonna be.
Well, if it says it on there, then no. No, because read the victory points.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Chris gets asked a lot of questions during the event, so
yeah, I gotta find where my other TOs are at.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, effectively, he's gonna spend this turn moving and charging, and I mean, even with a 15-man squad, at least he's not going to be worrying too much about the being outnumbered.
Yeah.
As long as he can get some hits in, and he's got close combat weapons on that entire squad, so they're going to get their attacks. But you're looking at maybe a turn 3 by the time Kurz is released and able to go do other damage to other places. So
I see. It could be a really smart move on Sean's part. I really think that could be it.
Yeah. But drop pods are also here.
Yeah, and I'm curious what's coming out of the Vandalus.
I believe, if I know this list, it's either going to be a Contemptor Dreadnought or a. I'm pretty sure there's a Contemptor in there.
Yeah, so if he can park that Contemptor, because the actual objective is right where he landed. So while the Contemptor can't hold it, the Contemptor can surely defend it.
And if you can actually see right there, that drop pod that that has the Leviathan inside of it, bouncing on top, you can tell that's the Death Blossom. So the Death Blossom Leviathan is the one that just actually landed. So that's going to unload its 12 shots here.
I think that's what he's doing now.
It's unloading on the Damocles. All of them hit.
Yeah, I figured
that's just unfair.
Yeah.
If there's and this will be Sunder 7 versus rear armor 11, I believe. Yeah, that's I think got his night fight. So
yeah, it's going to give him a little bit of a help there. So 2 glances on the Damocles.
Wow.
Oh, 4 pins, 2 glances. Oh, ouch. He could get some good rolls here.
Wow.
And his he had some dudes inside the Damocles.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, there's more Dathan. There was more Dathan in there.
Okay. That's where they were at.
Oh man, so yeah, there's not much those Mordathan can do right now. I mean, they are going to be stealth.
Maybe they're combi melters.
I don't know. The combi weapon. I'm pretty sure they're combi flavors.
Let me ask. I gotta know. Hey Sean, your combi weapons on your Mordathan? What?
Combi Plaz.
Combi Plaz. Oh, interesting.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So that's a little more punch than we were thinking about.
Yeah, it's not gonna really mess with that front armor on the Leviathan.
Yeah.
And I mean,
his best bet is to get away from it.
You know, I know it's probably because Bridges has played against my Mordathan quite a bit.
Yeah.
He knows, get them out in the open as fast as you can, and just delete them quick. So.
Well, yeah, because that is such a potent squad. I mean, And Combi Blast is a good loadout if you think about it. I mean, you're going to be able to tackle termies. You're going to be easily able to tackle tacticals, light vehicles. It's just when you run up like against a Leviathan, it's gonna hurt.
The only thing he can do, I mean, he could do his special move where he goes twin linked and adds rending to it. So, I mean, that would help against the Leviathan. But I mean, at the same time, the Leviathan has its invulnerable save. You know, it's got 4 hull points. It's just
a beast of a unit, and you know, I know there's been a lot of conjecture online whether the Death Blossom is a viable loadout, but I think as you saw, it came in, it's already doing work.
I mean, it's already capped itself 100 and what, 25 points, killing the Damocles.
Yep.
So no, 100 points. 100 points just out the gate. 100 points.
Blood.
And you can't touch it yet because it's inside the drop pod.
Yeah, so he's got shrouded.
So
knife fighting.
Well, he's got shrouded, yes, but you know he's inside of it. You know,
true. Yeah, he's got the AV-12 shield.
They didn't FAQ that, so he's inside the drop pod. You've got to destroy the drop pod. Effectively, you got to destroy a void shield.
Yeah.
In order to get to the Leviathan, and you already know that Leviathan has already picked out that Contemptor for next turn.
Yeah.
You know, it's in the backfield and it's ready to start putting in pain.
It's our cameraman Zeke. You might have heard him just now.
Yeah. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Some more TO and had some questions about an army actually using the new Age of Darkness rules. What was that about?
Yeah, hey, the book isn't even out yet.
Yeah, for real. So I mean, looking right now, it's kind of hard to see Okay, so we got the Angry Mojo Games up on the screen, guys.
Yeah.
Just a heads out. These guys actually provided a lot of tournament support, actually event support for our event today, and so we wanted to give them a huge shout out. And actually, there is a coupon code, South Texas in Flames. You'll get 15% off of your purchase until I believe the end of April for any purchase you make through Angry Mojo Games. They provided all of our objective markers that you see that we'll be using in the game. They provided all of our measurement sticks for our swag bag. We actually have a full table decked out in their buildings that you'll see on our Facebook page if you go check that out. You'll see yesterday we had 2 warlords battle it out.
Oh, it's beautiful.
On the Angry Mojo table. So go check that out, guys. Go check them. It's Andrew and John down in Florida. They're a couple great guys. Super easy to work with. They'll get you what you need in time, and their customer service is incredible. So give them a look. Super awesome guys. Periodically, just a heads up, throughout the entire live cast, we will be shouting out to a lot of the guys that helped us out and a lot of the groups that helped us out on this one. So once you see those logos come up, just expect it to happen. But back to the game.
It looks like it looks like Curves has made his approach to that tactical squad.
Yeah. So you can actually see down here near the Thunderhawk, Kurz is ready to handle those that tactical squad, and they just got lit up by the twin-linked bolters.
Yep.
So that tactical squad, Bridges is playing it right. You know, usually when you have a heavy close combat unit like that, you're just ready to unload everything. So
yeah, and it's got to be, just imagine those Night Lords coming up over there. You've got the Raven Guard, of course. They're Astartes, but just the fact that they've got Kurz now on the landing pad with them, you know what kind of work he's about to do on that tactical squad.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal. I mean, you can already tell he's already lost a couple of tactical Marines. That Apothecary is keeping them alive, but I mean, with that many bikers, and they are bulky, so they count as multiple wound models.
Yep.
So their outnumber is going to be more, and Night Lords with their power in numbers, it's not gonna be good. But on the same token, you are gonna effectively have Kurz on one side of the table, and he's gonna be shut down for a good portion of the game.
Well, see now, look at what's happening now. He's got you'll see here in just a second as the camera moves, but he's actually moving out one of his squads. So I think that may have been a feint. Bring Kurz in, and then now he's moving out to work on some other objectives.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm not sure if they are. I don't know how they're leaping the Thunderhawk right now. I'm not sure how that's happening.
Yeah, that's a pretty big 6-inch movement.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah. Looking at it now, they broke, and they were gone. So that squad is broken off the objective. I mean, technically they're still on the objective. The objective's so huge, but
yeah. But just the fact that they're falling back, they're not able to hold it right now.
Yeah, that's.
So he's going to have to rally. Otherwise, he's in big trouble. I mean, to lose that squad so early.
Yeah.
So we've got, looks like Raven Guard is bringing in
their drop pod. And yeah, it looks like he's using his Nuncio to reduce the scatter. And so, and inside that drop pod is the Melta Tac support squad. So it looks like they're going to come in and try and clear out that Leviathan, but I mean, it's still inside the drop pod. So
yeah, and it's going to be hard to crack. I mean, yeah, he can spend that round of shooting with those melta guns to do away with that drop pod, but really, again, now you've just forced him into that move.
But I think he's also got the contemptor right there that carries, the twin carries. So you use the carries to unload to clear out the drop pod, and then you use your Meltagun squad to clear out the Leviathan. However, whenever that Leviathan disembarks, it's definitely going to put it out of Meltagun range.
No, it's still.
Okay, so yeah, you can see right here, man. Oh, I love this view right here.
Yeah, this is a great shot.
This is where the magic's happening right now. So, Meltagun squad. It is, let's see here, 7 strong. And yeah, it looks like they are going to try and take care of that Leviathan.
It's going to be really interesting to see if they're able to. I mean, do they have? He's going to need some good rolls on his part. I mean, if this round is going to have to go perfectly shooting wise, unless now let me throw this in here. He's about to move that Sakaran Venator, and that's a fast vehicle. So he's going to be able to move that Sakaran Venator into shooting range this round, and he can threaten that Leviathan if they do away with the pod.
Okay, so yeah, he just moved his contemptor. So I'm not sure if that's going to be, if he's going to try and charge his contemptor into the Leviathan. I don't know. Neither of these dreadnoughts have any sort of close combat capabilities, but one thing that they should know is contemptor is strength 6, Leviathan strength 8.
Yeah,
so
you don't want to tangle with that dude.
Even though the Death Blossom is not equipped for close combat, he'll still handle himself pretty well. So
he'll take those gun barrels and beat you down.
Yeah, that strength 8 is nothing to laugh at.
This is another good shot right here. You get a good view of the Raven Guard on top of that aircraft control bunker.
And if you're just tuning in, guys, that middle bunker right there, by being on that bunker, if he has that at the end of the game, his faction, which in this case will be the Loyalists for the Raven Guard, they'll receive a missile strike to be used in the following event rounds on another table. So it does look like he's spreading out on it. I don't see any other Night Lords on the table, so
I'm going to point this out because I'm thinking they may not have noticed it. So in the mission rules, it does state that the marked objective is how you control the aircraft control bunker. But as it stands, and I know the Dreadclaw, is right there, but I want to make sure that they fully are aware that he's going to have to move around to that door where that Dreadclaw is sitting at.
Where the actual objective is. I see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me.
If we go to GoPro 1, you can actually see. Yeah, you can actually. Yeah, you see the little Texas, our logo right there. That's the objective. So you have there's actually the Night Lord logo is covering up an Anvilus drop pod right there. So that is going to be. So I'm guessing if there's a terror squad in there, or I guess we can ask.
I think I actually am going to point out that objective thing.
I think Bridges knows, but I don't think Sean knows. And if that's the case, I don't know if you should. I don't know if that's fair.
That's true, because you should read the mission.
Yeah, so, I mean, Sean is all over this objective right now. However, there's one marked location that he needs to be at. It's your call. I don't.
Well, I think in the interest of fairness, just to make sure it wasn't overlooked.
Let me see real quick.
I know the folks out in there might be a lot of differing opinions on this, and I do just want to point out we've had a lot of discussions in-house and then with our group. 30K is all about having fun, and really, we joke about forging the narrative, but really it is telling a great story. And part of that, we want to make sure everyone, especially coming to a new event where maybe they're not as familiar with the way that we've written the missions as the way that they play. So, I don't know. I think that's probably the right thing to do, just to point it out. Hopefully Burgess doesn't hate me for it.
Yeah, well, go ahead. You do it.
Hey, Sean. And guys, just so y'all know, and it is in the mission packet, but I think it's only fair to point out, to hold the aircraft control bunker, it's the marked objective. Everybody's good? Okay. Yes, okay.
Cool. Oh, no. Over there near the Anvillas.
No. I get that. I get that.
Near the Anvillas.
It occurred to me.
If you keep going around.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Right, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They see it.
All right. So I don't feel bad about saying anything.
I don't feel bad either. But they knew. So now I feel like a dick because we told them. But it was the right thing to do.
Yeah. They're like, "Come on, assholes. We saw it."
It's like, yeah. Thanks for interrupting our game.
Yeah. We slowed down their narrative.
I like how he said, "Yeah, no, I just didn't want to get charged by curse."
that's actually the perfect comeback to that, man.
Like that's some T-shirt shit right there.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get charged by curse.
And actually, we are going to put our stamp on that. So don't make a T-shirt. It's gonna be ours.
I wouldn't want to get charged by curse.
Yeah, no, me either. That's one of the scariest things I could imagine. Some dude in a cloak of skin. Yeah, basically, you think he's basically Buffalo Bill if Buffalo Bill was super scary.
If Buffalo Bill was a superhuman, yeah, that's okay. Like,
let's think this through.
If I were to like try and like, if anybody else that didn't play 40K and I was trying to describe who a Primarch is, and I said, "Oh yeah, you know who Buffalo Bill is? Now make him like Superman." What?
I just got this mental image of him leaning over the pit. It puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah, I'm positive that'll be written into a book. Like,
yeah, it's gotta happen. So any of you Black Library authors that may be watching this, you decide to use that, hook me up. Let me know. Yeah, right now we've got our roving cameraman. He's actually doing a quick on-the-spot interview with Bridges as Sean is working on his movement.
So it looks like, from what I'm looking at here, it looks like they're getting ready to line up this clear drop pod out, delete Leviathan. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what Bridges is probably worrying about right now is if that Leviathan is going to survive into turn 2, and if it does, it will be unloading. I mean, it really, a lot of it comes down to where it's going to disembark.
Late breaking news! He's actually going to shoot at the Storm Eagle with the Sakaran.
Oh wow! Okay, so
I did not see this coming.
Sakaran Venator versus Storm Eagle. 2 shots. He wants to know if it gets cover saves.
So
they remember the Void Shield. So it looks like it was a 13, so it was a penetrating hit.
Yeah. So Void Shield's gone.
So Void Shield's out. So he's going to use his heavy bolters on it. He wants it gone.
Yeah, he's going to expose those Night Lords that are crouched on the other side of it. It's going to be a shock when that Storm Eagle blows up around him.
6 to glance, nothing. Okay. He tried to clear it out with that heavy bolter. I mean, that's everything you got. He had a snapshot for it, but all right. So
and it's kind of, I don't know what your thoughts on the Sakaran Venator are, but I'm really torn. The one I'm built right now, I'm not planning on putting sponsons on it.
I mean, honestly, the only reason I'd run a Venator is in any sort of super heavy. If I was fighting a super heavy,
Yeah, definitely. The ability to shut down most super heavy shooting attacks.
Okay, here comes the carries. I'm really interested to see how this is going to go down. All right. Not a 1. So So it looks like the drop pod lived this turn. Oh my goodness,
Wow.
I'm gonna build a house out of a drop pod. If it can withstand,
That's crazy, man.
if it can withstand twin carries, you know, that is hurricane proof. That's tornado proof.
Yeah.
But I mean, now you can tell Sean's really trying to figure out something in his list has to be able to clear out those last 2 whole points on that drop pod.
Well, you know, and I'll go back to it again. You know, really the smart, in my mind, the move would have been pull that Sakaran out of its hiding spot and use that to do your work on those big threats.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of range with the Night Lords.
No, there's not.
But I mean, wow, it's that Leviathan getting that Death Blossom getting another turn of shooting is gonna be
huge.
It's gonna be huge. I mean, if not against the Melted Gun squad, I mean he has to clear that Melted Gun squad out.
Yeah.
But the carries will get its attacks. There's just not a lot that
You mean to move up?
it wouldn't shoot at. Oh yeah, I see what he's trying to do. He's gonna unload his combi plaz. What a waste.
Man, I hate that it came to that because that combi blast really would have been better on Kurz if you could catch him out.
You know, it's so funny because this is the exact thing, and no matter what Leviathan loadout you run, nobody wants a Leviathan in their backfield like that. And I think it's kind of it's the tax that you pay to play a Leviathan. You're gonna pay the extra points to put it in that Dreadnought drop pod. Because no matter what happens, you know, you want it in the backfield, and you want people to have to take care of it, which is exactly what's going on right now. So,
no. I got to share this. You know, the life of a TO. This is really my first time seriously TOing an event, and I was just asked if a building could take a cover save. That's a new one. I hadn't heard that one yet.
dude, you would think. As many years as Collins played, he'd learn, like, that boy has so many questions already.
I'm picturing Star Wars, you know, the fucking stormtroopers in the side of a building. It was in cover.
There was a bush in front of it. I didn't know.
I'm going to give him a hard time about that.
We should. So, we actually have Jake right now setting up the lav mic in between them, so hopefully you'll be able to hear some of the conversation going on between them.
Sorry, I was looking behind me. There's a lot of shouting. Apparently, some of the tankers on the fuel farm have been exploding.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Josh is getting it on video.
So on one of our other tables, we actually have a tank farm of fuel tankers, and they once they blow up, I mean, they're only 2 whole points, 10 all around, but you add +5 to your penetration roll. So if you roll a 1, nothing's happening, and you're going to have a bad time. But if you do penetrate the armor and roll a 2 or better, it's exploding. And the explosion is an apocalyptic blast, strength 8, AP 4, and all of these tank farms are surrounding each other.
Yep.
So if one blows up, it's more than likely going to chain reaction. And
they scatter, though. That's the thing. We did do a 3d6 scatter. So there could be explosions all over that table if you hit it just right.
And it looks like, from what I'm hearing in the background of us, it looks like there's just tanks exploding like crazy. From I see them taking them off the. Yeah, no. Why? And he's fucked up because he took cover from in the tanks.
You know, I'm sorry. I know Astartes, they're not really scared of much or anything, but yeah, I don't know that I would take cover in a tank farm.
No, I definitely wouldn't take cover in a tank farm.
I would, hug nuts on the ground before I did that.
if it says Prometheum, just stay away from it if you're firing a gun.
Yeah.
So back to this game. He's ooh, looks like Stormbolter from the Dreadnought tried to take out some tactical squad, failed.
I think the Leviathan over there is really starting to add some frustration to Sean.
Well, I mean, it's two threats on both sides of the board. You got Kurz over here at the Thunderhawk, and then you have on the other side near the Xiphon objective, you have a Leviathan sitting there. And unfortunately for Sean, he's in the middle of both of them.
And we still don't know what's in that Anvilus yet.
I can't imagine it.
Actually, I could look on his sheet, I guess.
And the Anvilus, that would be Bridges list that we need.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, that's what I meant. So yeah, we don't know what's in there. I kind of want to ask, but at the same time, I don't want to make Sean,
Yeah, you don't want to bring his attention. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's what was in there.
I should probably focus on that.
I gotta focus on that now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep quiet.
Yeah, it's like what's that Boy Scout thing? Like, it's where you can't touch anything. You have to like observe. Isn't that a
Observe
thing?
and report.
No, it's like you're not allowed to like some time traveler shit. Like you're not allowed to mess anything up.
Okay, I've actually got to do a surprise event.
A surprise event? Okay,
Yeah,
you go do your thing.
So, and I'll tell you listeners out there. So basically, what's going to happen now is an Arvis slider has been seen falling from orbit, and both sides want to know what is inside that Arvis slider. It's going to fall on a random table, and it's going to become an instant objective.
Can it fall on this table? How random is it?
I'm going to roll with a random number generator.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
1 through 10, and then I'll cut out if it hits Zone Mortalis, I'll cut it out. So actually, while we're here, let me just roll that.
Okay, do your thing.
Come on, Google.
All right, so looking at the table right now, it looks like the tactical squad is getting ready to snap fire into Kurz's unit because they're still broken and running.
Come on, sixes.
Snapfire. Snapfire never works for me.
Fives. This one was dropped. I don't care.
Oh, none.
No, there you go. Take it.
One went through and
Feel no pain.
he killed one. So Snapfire, yeah.
Trader Astartes down.
First trader Astartes down this game. Why, drop pod's not there.
Yeah. And I don't believe it.
So it looks like snap firing while running will work for you sometimes. And in this case, it looks like he took out a biker, one of Kurz's biker squad, even with the feel no pain. So.
All right, let's see if we can do something.
All right, and here they come. Here comes more drop pods onto the table. Yep. So it looks like, ooh man, it looks, yeah, a drop pod came in right there in front of the Venator. Oh my goodness, yeah, there is drop pods flooding in on the table. Yeah.
Their sensors have indicated an Arvis slider is falling from orbit. It's going to randomly fall on one of these tables. It's not showing up.
So. Okay. Interestingly enough, if you see the drop pods over there blocking the Sakaran Venator's line of sight, they were actually empty. So he purchased the drop pods, and you brought them in to block line of sight. I love it. It's very Night Lords, if you ask me.
I got 5 regular bikes because one decided to die.
Man, it's
Good. Hers and Metalhead. Curse is going to have to separate.
You didn't roll to see if your night fighting continues.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Completely forgot.
Curse one I forgot, so that's why I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
On a 4+. Nope, it's over.
The dice gods paid you pretty generous.
For being dumb. Curse is like, no, you don't get night fighting.
I don't know if it's really true, but I tend to notice that you miss rolls you forget. I don't know if that's just like association bias.
Yeah, I just,
But
I feel like,
I tend to notice it more
I
often.
feel like it is a favor thing. I feel like it could be a God's thing. I don't know. It's definitely a possibility.
Dice that I forget, I always put away some.
Right?
I'm like, oh hey, can I take those saves? I'm like, yeah, sure. Never mind, nothing happened. Prepare to repel borders, man.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Borders we thought were friends.
We're like, oh, this is nice. He won't be able to make the charge.
Big.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to make the charge because he has to go up 3. So these guys are going to have to make the charge up there.
I need somebody to make a stand somewhere. That's all I gotta say.
Leviathan's going to move right here. All right, shooting phase. Go ahead.
No. It's not relevant. I don't know what happens when you charge a fleeing squad. Do they just die?
Oh, you take a leadership test?
Okay.
And if you fail it, they get destroyed automatically.
I normally play defense and I never played.
Conviction, everything's
Right,
exactly. Hitting on 2s from the Leviathan into the Melt Squad.
Shoot, no.
All hit. Wounding on 2s. AP 3. 10.
5 ups.
5 up cover saves, huh?
Well, how many guys do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you said 10?
Yeah, 10.
So I'll do the 7 first. See if I can kill all these melted guys. And then, because then I've got Artificer armor on everybody else.
Oh, on the, yeah.
Yeah. And, well, the Sergeant has Artificer armor too.
That's 6.
All but 1 die.
That's 6 guys dead. Are these Artificer now?
No, because it would go to this guy, right?
Yeah. So you got one roll one at a time. You good? All right, now it's Artificer. 2 ups. Good.
Are you done shooting at them?
Yes, I'm done shooting at them.
They will. Maybe run like everyone else.
Nope.
Oh, man.
They're not afraid. Not yet. I really need to make this charge. So we need to go up 3 and then over. They need a 5-inch.
And it's subtracted 1 for going.
So yeah. So they're gonna need a set. They're gonna need 6.
Are you going? Are you declaring that?
Not yet.
Okay. So just make sure you're rolling dice.
I'm trying to figure if it's better to just shoot at them. It probably is. It's better to shoot.
I think it is.
Because bolt pistols. All right, everybody will be able to shoot. We'll do the 5-bolt pistols first. Wait, I lost a guy, didn't I? No, I didn't. 5-bolt pistols first. Hitting on 3s, preferred enemy. Wounding on 4s, preferred enemy.
All right, guys. So we actually, if you see over there, that little black fuzzball over there next to the tape measure, we actually put a mic out there so y'all can hear what they're saying. That way you can kind of get a better idea of what's going on. So that way we can back off commentating a little bit less.
Yeah, we'll still throw out there. If we see something badass going on, we'll still chime in.
Wounding on base. All wounds.
I'm really happy with with what the Leviathan's been doing. So
That's a lot of sixes.
Yeah, I know, man. That's good.
You got one more deflag?
One more to flag. One wound.
Power armor.
Oh, no, feel no pain. Oh, no. So kill 3, right?
Yeah. Got a squad of 15, so that's
Kurz can throw his scars. Is there a sergeant in there? That's sergeant.
yeah, he's way back there.
All right. Kurz hits. This is precision.
Can you see him?
He just wiped out all the meltas. No, he can't see him. He can only see those guys that just.
I've lost track, but that Death Blossom is doing work, man.
yeah, it cleared out the Rhino, which unfortunately was not the best. I mean, it had to shoot it.
Yeah, you got to get that Damocles off the table.
You got to get those Mordathan out of their transport.
Yes,
But
that
it just wiped that Melta squad as well. So right there, that's 285 points. So that means that the Leviathan is, oh my gosh. You know, it's like I can only defend the Death Blossom so much just because that's my favorite unit.
Yeah,
But it's
it's proven its worth on the field.
It's brutal. It's brutal. And at this point, the only thing it's going to be worrying about is going to be that Contemptor with the dual carries. It has rending. It has a possibility to unload a high number of shots into it. But the odds of that happening, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, because it's right now. I would have, I keep going back to Sakaran, but he's now blocked the Sakaran in with drop pods.
Yeah, that's what he did. Those drop pods were empty.
Oh, I see.
So he brought in some empty drop pods. There was a Terror Assault Squad over there inside the Anvillas, and so he bought the drop pod for the unit, but he took them
ran
in
it
the
empty.
Anvillas. So yeah, so he just used
That's
it
a
to
smart
block
move.
That's Bridges. That's some Nightlord shit.
Yeah. The only thing that could have been even cooler is if it was a Deathstorm drop pod.
Yeah.
But we can't have everything.
But for 35 points, you got a free line of sight blocker. I mean, well, it's not line of sight blocker, but it does have to. It does require him to destroy it in order to get through it. So
That happens.
time to use that old ram roll. Ram it out of the way.
Yeah.
Gives him and takes away.
I know you know that. You play games.
Yeah. Oh, nah. Oh,
Ridiculous.
3 more.
So
All
these
right.
are all my
See these
Overwatching masters
I
here.
know, right? This is so mortality.
They saw what happened.
Yeah, they're like, bros.
These guys are traitors.
We just saw what they did to them. 3?
3.
All right. All right, so one guy, it's the one guy before my artificer armor sergeant. I'm sorry, I have one guy before my artificer armor. So I'll go there. That he's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, they need a 5. They'll get it with 9. They're in there with a 9.
All right. I couldn't peel the drop pod off.
Sorry. They'll be all swinging at each other.
I might not be able to get all of them up on that platform.
No, they get this guy, the sergeant. They'll be able to swing because they'll be down here.
Yeah.
And these guys won't be able to get up there. That's about it. 3 guys will be down there. This guy might not be able to swing.
Within 2?
No, with these
Those are tall walls.
yeah, so these 3 won't be able to swing. Okay. Do you out numbers.
We're going at the same time, right?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, sorry, but it's no longer night fight.
You have the first chance.
But I have a you have a minus to your fear test because they cause fear automatic. I'm gonna charge there too.
Okay. There.
Yeah. You get the overwatch.
These guys can't see anybody.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The dude who biffed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's roll this twice. 2. 2. So 4. I would have had way preferred these 6s in other places.
Right. 5s. 2 wounds. 3 ups. Make a bow.
Okay.
All right. They're in. They're in there. They should all have hammer
Oh,
grabs.
yeah, you're fine.
All right. And he's gonna challenge.
Okay.
Starting to go. Oh, you gotta take your leadership pat to see if you get destroyed or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're running back. So this is leadership for that. Oh,
They're done.
destroyed. All right.
And
He just failed his rally on the leadership. He just failed his rally when I charged him, so they're automatically destroyed.
why not 3 turns of 3 checks in a row?
They were running back. They were falling back, and they.
But
So yeah, it looks like the
also be pretty ugly.
unit was
I mean,
actually
as long as he's not rolling
falling back
That what we were just talking
and
about.
failed its rally
Consolidation. 5
when
inches.
they were charged, so they were destroyed. I mean that's pretty much classically a Kurz a Kurz thing though.
Oh, is it cumulative? Are these, do we gain these points?
Oh,
So then you would have points.
oh, we have the score. Where's that? This thing right here.
And now looking at the field,
No, it's
it looks like
we have no points.
Kurz has broken away from the biker squad, and he's just gonna go ahead and either join up with that other terror squad, or he's just gonna go mess up Tactical Squads by himself.
Here, fear test -1 in leadership. You good? You have a leadership.
Yeah. I have a second.
Yeah.
You have the first
I
opportunity.
will challenge with my Centurion.
What is he, a Primus?
No, just a regular Centurion with chain glaive and artificer armor. Just a bro. You have artificer armor. I'm initiative 5 with him. Hitting on 3s. Weapon skill 5. All his.
That's a cool picture I'm about to take of that.
Oh yeah, dude. How many guys do you have? Alright, and wounding on 3s, because it's only +1. Rin. 2 Rins.
Feel no pains.
2 feel no pains.
They haven't been doing me any.
Oh, got him, but no way.
Man, I was like, this.
Those feel no pains!
That should be good. He can't rent that much.
He rolls and slits that dude's throat. Just cuts him in pieces. Did his work on that one. Alright, I'll let you swing first. You have close combat weapons, right? So you have 2 attacks each?
Indeed.
Yeah, you go ahead and swing first. I have 4 attacks for each of the guys. And then I have a chain glaive for my sergeant, too.
So I have. He's got the same skill as them, so I'm rolling him in with that one.
Okay,
Apothecary.
that's
Yeah.
He can wound on 4s, so he has poison weapon.
I thought that was his pistol.
Oh,
No,
the
the
Narthus is also a poison weapon, too. But then again, it's a 4+, so he's wound on 4s anyways. So.
Yeah, I've been.
Same difference.
Well, it's if it's poison, then it's rerolls.
No, it's only if you're stronger now. It used to be 6th edition used to be that way. You used to be able to reroll if you're equal to.
So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
24 regular.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah, so it looks like we got 45 minutes left in this game. What turn are we on right now?
We're gonna have an hour break.
Turn 2, bottom of 2.
We've got about 40 minutes, and we're gonna go to an.
All right, you got 45 minutes left, guys.
Yeah, we got about 40 minutes. We'll go to a break.
No. Raven Guard don't get tabled. So it looks like Sean's feeling the wrath of Curse right now. From what I can see so far, it's looking pretty brutal. It looks like it's
Yeah, it's well, and Primarchs. If you're not equipped to handle
close.
the Primarch,
I'm not terrified of these ones. So 7.
yeah.
and not every list can handle it. I mean, I would have a hard time with some of the different lists, like my word bearers I've been working on. I'm not really optimized to fight Primarchs.
I think I only have one list that would do well against this one, and that would be my Godslayer list,
Yeah.
and that's dedicated to killing Primarchs.
Yeah.
And honestly, Bridges has played that list before, and so I know that he would know how to avoid that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he would have some counters to it.
yeah. But I mean, just looking at it right now, Bridges has really kind of pushed all the Raven Guard into the middle. He's got 2 objectives right now. Actually, his biker squad is not implacable, are they?
No, they're not.
So they're not capping that objective. So he's got 1 objective over there at the Storm Eagle, and he has nobody sitting on the center airfield. So nobody's going to be getting that free missile next turn.
Well, no, the airfield control is your reserves manipulation. The flyers are the missiles.
Oh, no, so he will not be manipulating reserves next turn, but he will get a free missile.
Yes.
For his Legion.
Yeah, and those missiles, you're looking at a Strength 8 AP3 ordnance. So that could actually be
Blast or just
no. That's a large blast. My bad. Yeah, it's a large blast.
so does that coming?
No, actually, it's not. My bad. It is a shot.
And is that coming in from a certain table edge, or how does that work? Because back armor strength 8 is.
Yeah. So that's something that it's an interesting thought on that. Probably didn't think that.
In relative location to the airfield table, is that gonna affect?
What we may do is make that a blast.
Yeah, just for ease.
That's gonna make it a blast.
make it barrage as well, so we don't have to determine where it's coming from.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be a missile falling from the sky.
And while we're here, guys, we're gonna go ahead and give another shout out to one of our local comic book shops where a lot of our battle reports are filmed. It's gonna be Crossroads Games and Comics. That's actually in Victoria, Texas. They are here today. They got specials on Matrella Cal for everybody that's here. I think they're running it for ridiculously crazy prices.
Yeah, we can't even reveal those prices online.
Yeah, you would be mad that you're not here and not buying your couch box.
But just trust that they're amazing deals.
Yeah, but we got all of them working behind the counter, serving concessions to all of the Legionnaires that are here playing, and we just want to give a great shout out to you guys. Crossroads Comics and Games, they are in Victoria, Texas. Awesome place to play. All of our terrain's over there.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of the home base for 99% of our terrain.
Yeah, most of our terrain's there. Most of our terrain's hanging out, and it's a great place to play. So if you want to get a game in, don't hesitate to come down, and more than likely you'll see us there if you're on the weekend. So
heck yeah, man. TFL frequents that place quite a bit. They've got a private Warhammer room. So we were trying to turn it into a private 30K room. We'll see what happens with that.
I mean, we decked it out with like our flag, all sorts of calendars.
A really, really awesome painting on the wall.
Oh yeah, me, my sweet, sweet nobilified painting. Man, I play Raven Guard, so it's kind of hard to watch them just getting slowly whittled down like this. It's so reminiscent of Stiff One.
Yeah.
It's actually probably better for you. It is, but
So hopefully we did not rub our Stiff One curse off on Sean.
No. I think it's just loyalists in general, man. They're just They're cursed. It's South Texas in flames. It's gonna. We put that it's gonna be in flames. So.
I get a consolidation. I get a 1-inch consolidation.
Yeah, it looks like he just took care of another squad. He's going to consolidation move.
They really don't like me. They're like, no, we want this place. We don't want to jump down. Why would we do that? All right. Your turn, man. Sick.
Nothing else coming in.
All right, so it looks like we're moving on to the Raven Guard's turn. All right, so Sean's not giving up. I mean, that's
He's-
obvious.
He's still got some power on the table. You can't count him out yet because I
Okay.
think some of his heavy hitters.
Boom! Look at that.
Yeah,
Immediately carries
yeah.
Contemptor, rear armor Leviathan.
Yeah, it's that Leviathan should go down. Oh, look at this.
Venator.
It's a squeeze, but he can fit the model.
Venator gives no shits.
Man, yeah.
He's like, it's a drop pod. I ain't worried about that. Too bad his doors are glued.
I would rumble over those doors.
I don't. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's still going to have to fish for sixes on that rear, but with 12 shots, I mean,
12 shots.
rending.
Ballista skill 5. Rending. Basically every 6 he rolls is going to be a penetrating hit.
Yeah.
So, but on the same token, the Leviathan is going to be getting his invulnerable save. I mean, he's still got that. I mean, so. And actually,
I think the Leviathan's about to feel some Sakarn Venator.
you know,
Look at that. Now that will take it out.
but it's already made his points back. I mean, no matter how you look
Yeah,
at it.
he loses it now. The thing was well worth bringing. I really want to incorporate one into one of my lists.
Oy,
Magnetize so I can death blossom it out.
look at that. And oddly enough, though, if the Venator did get its shot off, did its penetrating hit, and Leviathan was still alive, it's still firing 12 snapshots next turn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even. I mean, it's just a solid unit. I mean, you have to take care of it. You can't ignore it. It doesn't have the range of some of the other dreadnoughts, but it's beastly.
The guys were running away.
They're good. Insanely courageous. They get a 3-inch console.
All right, so it looks like he rallied for his unit to turn around and stay in the fight. So we're good on that one. That's what he was rolling for right now.
Nice. Only troops can control them, right?
So looks like the unit that just rallied is going to go ahead and hop up on the. He's got to take his move through. He's got to take his move through cover check on there.
Got it.
And he's moving for full 6 inches, so he's going to be crawling up scaling that wall there.
So I had to step away for a moment. Did the Sakarn fire?
No, he's still in his
He's
movement
still
phase.
moving. Okay, there we
He
go.
just rallied that unit, so I mean, like I said, Raven Guard haven't given up yet.
No. and
Shooting
honestly,
phase is going to be huge. I mean, no matter how you look at it, that the carries Contemptor is going to unload, and that's really what needs to happen.
Well, and worst case scenario, he can deny the Night Lords of getting those missile strikes with some well placed shots at those flyers.
It's
fun,
all.
though.
It's all.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like chess because they're still have model. Like those guys are really. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. They were really disappointed us over there.
They're capturing that. That's actually really good. That's how you win. So there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm having fun now. It's good.
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun. So I'd never,
Both beautiful, both painted armies. So
never get to play anybody else.
when Night Lords
And
ran
if I was
hard.
playing my buddy playing, there'd just be a ton of bikes. I guarantee that's
Oh,
what
and
that's
yeah.
always what he does. So move them, move that, move. They didn't move. Specifically, they rallied. And I think I'm gonna move to my shooting phase.
All right.
Is this one on right now?
Alright, let's start with him. Let's just shoot into the side.
Okay.
Time to dominate this.
Time to bring him down and make him snap fire.
What's his side rate?
13. That's on 13, 12.
I thought it was 14 in the front.
Nope.
Both hit. 9 ordnance, so
Ordnance, so we'll
two and take the highest.
Pin, first one. Pins. All right, 4 of involts. Nope, one goes through.
So please don't make both of these.
So he's automatic snap fire.
Yep, fire snapshots.
The CP blows up.
Yeah, +1 because of the AP true.
Nope. 5 is weapon destroy. Okay, so he has 2 heavy flamers.
And then 2.
Then he has 2. So 1, 2. 1, 2 will be a heavy flamer.
Oh, so it looks like the Leviathan is losing some armament. Let's see what it is.
One of those.
Ooh, there goes one of its storm cannons. So it's going to be 6 shots under instead of the 12.
Alright, carries. Let's get some.
And here comes the carries against the rear armor of the contenders. So we'll go ahead and see how that goes out.
Saces. All 6s.
2 penetrating hits coming in from the carries.
It's automatic.
It will.
Oh man.
Nope, let's see what it is. See if it loses another weapon. Yep, just shake it again.
Just shaking
Down
it.
2 right there.
2 whole points taken off of the Leviathan now. Man, it is just a solid unit just hanging in there.
No. I pick things up and put it back.
The Master of Signals is going to use the box from this squad that rallied to launch his ball market.
Okay. And that's barrage, so I get 4 players safe still. That's barrage. So you get D3. Barrage doesn't ignore cover.
Yeah,
it just
that's
takes
ordnance.
it.
That's ordnance.
So you get D3.
Isn't it an ordnance weapon though?
No, it's just I don't know. Oh, you're gonna hit the vehicle?
Well, yeah, but I'm a.
Yeah, it's ordnance against vehicles. But it doesn't matter against the infantry.
I thought ordnance means you can't get cover.
No, ignores cover.
Gotcha.
So you want to see what
Barrage doesn't ignore cover?
barrage takes your cover save from the blast. So if my guy was in open ground and you're shooting through something, like say I have an Aegis defense line, you're shooting through that. But if you hit it with a barrage weapon,
It comes from the point to the back.
so I wouldn't get save there. Now it says ignore cover. There.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Doesn't okay. Cool. What? Doesn't he get D3?
I never used a Master Signal. I thought I just one.
3.
3.
There we go.
Oh, we can go around this.
Just gonna put that.
I didn't come here to limbo.
Or did you?
That remains to be seen.
First one, and these are strength 8, right? Yeah.
I'm using the box, so it's going to be dead on.
Hit.
So,
now you roll the flip, right?
Yeah, I still counted my hits as I'm going. Right? What? I'm still gonna.
Yeah. How many you got?
Yeah, I got 5.
I'll count them all quick.
And then broad post side on vehicles, right? So I got 5 on the squad and 1 on the vehicle.
So it looks like the Master of the Signal is going for his last-ditch effort using his orbital bombardment. That's pretty neat right there.
I will roll 2, take the highest on the vehicle. I'll do it against the vehicle first.
Okay.
Like
Strength 8, so you need a 3 or better.
Hit side, yep.
Pin. It will have cover save. Pin.
Why will I have a cover save? Doesn't it come from where the barrage is?
Yeah, but it's in terrain. It's in the terrain.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright. So 3 4-ups. Save them all. That's ridiculous. Holy shit. Alright, to wound on those guys, 15.
That was heartbreaking.
That was rough. See, roll some different guys. Jesus Christ. Yeah, roll those.
It's dice.
It's give and take. Man, that was crazy.
I guess it doesn't matter if I kill all the dudes. Let me move this out of there too, because it looks like the same deck.
Yeah, it won't matter. So how many? 1, 5, 10, 12 wounds. I'll go to ground with them. That's cool. 3 up, cover save. 10. 12. Alright, I lose. 5 guys are killed. I guess I should have done it randomly, because I do have one officer.
I'll just grab the guys.
Oh, it's alright, never mind. Sergeant's down here anyways. Inches? Damn these. Run, guys.
They're still a little disoriented.
Yeah, they're like shaking off. Oh my god, they came out of nowhere. Sold anybody?
Just a reminder, guys.
I know it's not the dice.
Well, I know. I just makes if it
Yeah,
made the
looking at it,
level
looking
change
at
trade hands. I don't know.
the Storm Eagle is still being held by the Terror
Mojo you
Squad
can
over
do.
there. So just a reminder, at the end of this game, if the game ends here pretty soon, the faction, the traitor faction, will be getting a missile strike somewhere else on the table during the event. So
They haven't lost a single man yet.
it's going to be
twice, right?
it's going to be a free missile shot. It doesn't look like there is much on the table that Sean can use to take care of that squad. He did use the Master of the Signals free ordnance blast to go ahead and take care of some of that squad, but
Well, if
unfortunately,
he can blow at least the guys on the landing pad off, because he's got some of his squad into overflow onto the ground, so if he can get some of those guys off.
I hear you. If he can blow them off, he can get the overflow out of there. I get it. I hear you.
5 bolt pistols.
you literally you couldn't have made that any easier. I hope you go back and listen to what you said.
I know. Is phrasing not a thing anymore?
Phrasing is not a thing. So I was actually I was looking at some of the what was left of the battlefield. I'm not discounting the Raven Guard yet, but I'm gonna say that they're gonna have a tough victory if they plan on pulling this one out. Now the Leviathan did took a pretty mean beating from that Carries wielding Contemptor. So it did lose one of its arms. That happened.
You're good.
So we have a one-armed Death Blossom.
So is it like a death tulip now?
Yeah, it's
a sunflower maybe?
But that's what it does. I mean, if you look at what the Death Blossom does, it comes in, fucks shit up, and at that point,
Like 6 guys.
if there's still stuff left, it's not gonna do a good job.
6 guys shooting.
So,
Preferred enemy.
and unfortunately, it looks like it is.
Nope.
It is on its last leg. But I mean, you look at Kurz. Kurz really hasn't
5 minus.
played a huge part in the game yet. You know, he did scare and kill off that one squad, but you know he's just now getting himself into a close combat. He's getting it. You can switch him over. You can see him. He's on that objective. He's kind of stuck behind.
Yeah.
I mean, he does move 12 inches. He doesn't give a fuck about cover because he's curved.
No.
But you know, it's he's got a way to go. I mean, no matter how you look at it.
8 guys. So I'll outnumber you. I'll outnumber you over here too. Fear test on them, -1.
So he's moving in.
Yeah, he's got about 20 minutes left in the game.
This should be the top of turn 3.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to tell them they have 20 minutes left, but
Yeah, we'll do a 15-minute warning, and then we'll do a 5-minute warning to the room.
5 or 6 Oh, and no, that's 2 wins.
Strength 6. So strength 5, because +1 strength to Paragon. AB2. Kills him and. Alright. I'm just taking these guys out.
I'll say because he's got higher initiative.
Yeah, they're dead.
It wasn't it's not knife fighting anymore. Alright, I have 5 guys. I have 6 guys. I have 5 guys left. Alright, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Alright. Preferred enemy. Didn't matter. Wounding on 3s. Nostrum or Talent for Murder. Alright. So 7, we can just roll those. He's dead. That's a lot of ones. Ouch. Alright.
That's Slay the Warlord.
Slay the Warlord, okay. 4 inches. Get these guys up here. Louise. Man, yeah, they're brutal in combat though. These terror squads. Night Lords will be +1 to wound.
I expected to hold you there, though.
Yeah, pulling all those ones, I wouldn't expect it. Maybe you'll have better luck over here.
I don't expect it. That was the one I had to do out of necessity. You can go first on that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I got a challenge with my Centurion.
Yeah, I'll have my shade accepted.
All right, which one's that guy?
He should be stepping on a rock. Where is he? He's taller. Oh, the one with the stripe.
Oh, right on. There you go. All right. 2 attacks. These have two-handed weapon.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, preferred enemy, because it confers to unit. Wounding on 2s, because +1 strength, but +1 to wound. 2 regular wounds, armor saves. There you go, you're good. And then I have.
I'll do his
Yeah,
attacks.
go ahead, do his. All hit. What's this weapon?
Nothing.
Oh. 2 up. Take it. And then. You have post-combat weapons on those guys?
No, I don't think they come with them.
So you have 2 attacks each?
Yes, they're that stat high.
So they'll have 3 on the charge.
Yeah, 3 on the charge. They have 1 base, but they do have combat weapons.
Okay. So you have 5 guys. 15? Force.
5 saves?
5 saves.
6. Sorry.
Said 6?
Yep.
Alright, lose 2. Let's grab these guys. They'd be in the combat already now, so. And then, but they'll fight at the same time.
Yeah. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. On 4s, preferred enemy. Alright, wounding on 3s, outnumbered. Preferred enemy. Alright. So you want to roll those saves? Oh.
There ever was a time.
Yeah, right. Come on,
For
dice
a
go.
little bit. Have to bring everybody down.
Oh, man. Okay. Jeez, that was rough. Both starting to do pretty well now. These guys are dead, correct? Yeah, these guys are gone. Consolidation, 6 inches. All right, there we go.
That's easy.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah. Those are my charges.
I know.
Well, I have this tendency to like lose all my guys on my charges, even if it looks like it should.
It shouldn't. Right, that was...
I've had, like-
now, these guys are expected. They're pretty good.
Yeah, no, I know that.
But still, even then, like, that should have happened. All those
It's alright.
Curse.
I've had Bloodletters lose a charge against Marines.
Oh my god, really?
I mean, luckily they literally couldn't break, but I was like, this should never happen.
These guys 6, and then these guys have to come down 3. Alright, Curse is going to jump over, like so. Scoot him back. Curse jump right there. This guy is going to move 6. save your moves through cover. I'll try to hurry up on this one.
That's fine.
Same
My
as-
turns will be fast.
Alright, shooting phase. Oh, bites. Three dangerous terrain. All good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the turbo boost right now.
You don't want to move those guys first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just turbo boosting them just to get them out.
Just so you don't have to come back over there.
2d6 on the move for them to get down. Alright, so these guys are gonna get down. And then they're gonna move into this.
Yeah, yep.
To grab this objective. Alright, shooting phase.
Go for it, man.
I'm gonna run these guys 3 inches. I should have consolidated them over here, but alright. Kurz is gonna throw his daggers into these guys. 2 hits. I need 4s to wound, 5 and 6s is armor save. 4, I mean 6s to do, only 1 wound.
Okay.
The armor save.
Is it armor?
Yeah, this is armor.
AP2?
Nope.
Or 3?
His armor save. There you go.
He's alright. He's ready to die.
He wants to
die.
He wants to die with honor.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Leviathan's gonna snap fire his cannon into those guys, those Marines.
Yep.
1 wound.
You have 6 shots normally?
Yeah, it's 6. It's from the storm cannon. AP3. Strike 7 AP.
I thought the 4. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How many are you?
Just 1 with 3. You get a 5 up. Nope, kills 1. All right. This thing. Just fly right here. Just turbo boost wherever. Bolter, just calling bolter into them from that thing, the drop pod. And rapid fire. 2 hits. 1 wound. Oh,
Boom.
feel no pain?
Can't see it. Nope. Downed.
Another one from he's out of. He's in range, so 1 more. Hits. Doesn't win. Alright, assault phase. Curse charging him.
They will.
Alright.
Needle pistol.
Needle pistol. Alright, and Curse is in. I'll roll that for fleet. And still in with the 5.
Good.
Yeah. Now your guy can. Huh?
I said I'll let you roll, but I'm gonna take those guys off.
It's up to you. If you want to remove them, you can. Well, you can see if I don't kill them all, because you might get wound them with the poison. And Leviathan's gonna charge these guys.
The guys you shot at.
Yeah.
They're gonna overwatch. Well, no, they can't do it.
All right. Makes it with 11. And he gets 2 hammer wrath because of crushing charge. 2 wounds.
They're at AP
Dash.
him, right? No. Just strength 8.
Oh, kills 1 anyways.
Well,
Strength 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, doubles them out, right?
Boom. Trampled under the back.
Oh. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah.
The Leviathan, I've never used it before. And he's,
Oh,
he's such a behemoth, man.
Yeah. Especially if you're drop potting in.
Yeah. I guess.
There?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey, my master of signals is gonna challenge me.
Okay. Curse will accept.
Because like that. There's no one to deny.
Curse hitting on 3s. Alright, all but 1 miss. Wounding on 2. You know what? It didn't matter with that re-rolling of 1s because he has shred. I mean, his balls. 6 invulns.
These have to be feel no pains, right?
Yes, there's no instant death. Only on a 6 is the instant death.
Boom, got them all. 2 wounds on him and then 1 on him.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh. Consolidation, 6 inches for Kurz.
Jeez.
All right, over here. Do you have a melted ball?
No.
I have 4. These are AP dash, they're not AP2. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Nothing. So lost by 1 because I ran over a guy.
Yeah. So they.
Very good. There they sit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, man. Your turn.
Oh man. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna remove the rest of them.
Yeah, that's no problem. Good. Yeah, he is no treat. There's nothing. This is all he has left. Yeah, I'm gonna have that one and that one. I'm gonna have on the tower and that one. I'm trying to, if the game continues, I'm trying to get these guys up there and grab another one.
Does he have anything left? Dreadnought?
Is this? That's why. No.
It's a Venator Rex?
Just 3 things.
I knew you could do it, man.
It was worrisome, but I always forget courage. I forget I had him.
The 15-minute
Oh.
thing came about a couple minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, really
So just a heads up, guys. Looks like we hit that 15-minute mark there. The game is coming to a close.
that guy.
Just looking at the table right now, it does look like the Night Lords are going to have this one, and if they remain holding both the middle objective, they are looking at some the control bunker right there. You can see at the rear he does have that controlled. That's going to give the benefit to his faction, where they're going to get +1 to their reserve rolls, which is going to be a pretty big deal, especially because there are a lot of Alpha Legion players. So I know a lot of reserve manipulation is going to help them bring some of their reserves on. On top of that, controlling the Storm Eagle at the Storm Eagle at the back of the table, if he controls that at the end of the game, then they're going to get their Strength 8 AP3 missile. He's going to be able to give one of his faction members, so that'll be for the traders. It does look like, but once again, man, Sean has not given up, and that Mortis, he's just rolling out.
Do you know when I do our weapons are useless and they just like don't?
You can just choose to run. Yeah, you can do it. You could have done last too.
Okay.
You want to choose to do that?
Yeah.
I do get to choose. Try to sweep you.
Okay.
All right. So you want to roll your initiative off. Over there to run down.
All right.
And just a heads up, guys, and just a reminder, if you haven't checked out Sean's podcast, he's the Seize the Initiative podcast. Check him out on iTunes, especially if you're looking for some podcasts to listen to. He's the Raven Guard player. Unfortunately, he's had a rough game, but if you want to listen to some sweet 30K podcast, check him out. So.
Ones
Pretty just stepped back. He had to go do some TOing off the field, but we're just announcing that the 15-minute mark is. I think we're probably at the 5-minute mark at this point.
Yeah, we're down to the 5-minute mark. I had to step away. Games are wrapping up, and most of the tables are actually finishing their games. So it looks like our time frame was on point, but just helping everybody get their score sheets filled out and everything. So when we break from lunch, we'll tabulate.
This is bottom of 3 right now. It doesn't look like the Night Lords have been cleared off that Storm Eagle. They're still sitting on there. He is sitting on the objective, so he's going to get both the +1 reserve rolls. Is that for all of the?
No, they choose one table.
One table, okay. That would be a huge benefit.
Yeah.
And he's going to get the free. The free Strength 8 missile.
Yeah. Now the fuel farm, they are able to deny room wide. If they can starve if the traders are able to grab it, they'll be able to starve the fuel for next round. So it'll be a -1 to reserve rolls.
Wow. Wow. So okay.
It's still going on. They're wrapping up.
It's a tight game.
Tight game.
That's brilliant. Just a reminder for everybody, if you're just tuning in and you're just coming in right now, just to bring up this table that you're looking at, this beautiful, beautiful Airfield table, was brought to us and created specifically for this mission, and this is from a Goldmine Games out of Richmond, Texas.
Breaking news! The Storm Eagle just blew up.
Oh.
So that Strength 8 missile has been denied.
My goodness.
Okay.
I don't.
That's it, boss. I said my turn's gonna be on.
Are they supposed to remove it? I feel like they should remove it.
Rally?
I don't like seeing it there. It's blown up. It's blown up.
Yeah.
There you go. They're running back.
So if you haven't checked out Goldmine Games, check them out. They are in Richmond, Texas. Mike Gupton runs that shop. It is an awesome shop. This table that you're looking at right here, that's pretty much the standard for what he's got over at his shop. It is beautiful terrain. He really takes pride in his work. We talk about him all the time on our webcast, and we're going to talk about him on this battle report. He's a fantastic person and terrain maker. So,
yeah, I mean, he did this just to help out the hobby. You know, this was something that we talked about. He said, "Hey, I want to do this to really give to the community and have a badass table for this mission." So, and he delivered in spades. It looks like the game's wrapped up. I just saw the handshake. I don't know if we caught that handshake on camera.
what do we? I don't want to ruin this moment.
Yeah, that's a bro moment.
What are we looking at, guys? What's the final score? I saw that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have this. I scored this. I killed his warlord. So 4-0, I guess.
4-0.
So look on the back of your score sheet.
Primary objective.
Oh no, it's only 2.
Okay.
I got Slay the Warlord Linebreaker first blood.
Oh, he does have Linebreaker.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is your. I'll get scared.
What's it?
All right, so
4-0.
it looks like he got Slay the Warlord. He got Linebreaker.
I didn't know he was on here. Okay.
And First Blood.
First Blood.
So that's 3.
And then he captured the objective.
So doing that, that's 5.
5-0.
5-0.
So Raven Guard did have a rough time this game, but I mean that with that kind of speed on that list, I mean it looks like a lot of Raven Guard did infiltrate in.
Yeah.
And so once you infiltrate in, you're that far apart from each other. I mean, it was just really fast-moving units kind of took out and piecemealed.
You can hear the shouts. This is what happened to Stiff 2.
Yeah, apparently Mortarian didn't die? Was that what they're excited about?
No, he did not die. He lived. He was holding. So the Arvis Lighter that crashed. I think you guys were. I was on air when I was talking about it. Surprise event. An Arvis Lighter crashed on a random table. They had a pop-up objective to hold it. He put Mortarian and Death Shrouds on it to keep anybody else off of it. So Yeah, good move on that.
That's fantastic. Actually, hey Zeke, can you give us a pan of the room so people can kind of see what we're working out here? Since this game is over, we'll give you guys a look around the room. That way you can kind of see what we're working with. You can see what kind of tables. Go ahead and slow down on each of the tables, Zeke. You can see right there, that is going to be the Arctic table that we've been talking about.
Yeah, so that's Ice Station Alpha out there.
Ice Station Alpha, and each one of those tanks is blowing up and doing the mass
casualties.
Mass casualties. Strength 8, AP4, apocalyptic blast.
No one is safe.
No one's safe. You want to go to the next table, Zeke? And so that table over there, that's actually going to be our tabletop gamer table. And what is that called? What's that?
That mission is the Noose. So the traitors have encircled a loyalist force, and they're closing their trap. The loyalists have to escape, basically make it to the LZ to get picked up and get off the table. And it was a pretty close mission from what I was just talking to a couple of the players.
And then you can actually see back there, and I know there's a lot of guys here. Those are our Zone Mortalis table back there.
That's a 4x8 true Forge World Zone Mortalis.
You can see our pictures online. We'll show you all that. And then this closest table right here that you can actually see the Warlord on. I don't know if we can get it. There we go. So on that table you can see, and here's Colin asking more questions. But you can see the Warlord on that table.
Yeah.
That's actually the Angry Mojo table. We talked about that. Angry Mojo actually provided all the buildings for that table, and the Warlord did have to destroy some of those buildings to make its way around. And
he did.
And walk around in that table. And what was awesome was the Loyalists were taking advantage of some of that cover, and so the Warlord had to blow up buildings to get them out of the cover in the first place. So
yeah, it was a pretty epic battle. Unfortunately, the Loyalists lost. They barely scratched the paint on that Warlord.
Yeah. So, but you know, once a big thank you to Angry Mojo Games on that one. They're a huge supporter of the event, and just a heads up. If you go to Angry Mojo Games and type in South Texas in Flames as a coupon code, you'll get a 15% discount on any terrain that you order from them. That's something they did for our event. So South Texas in Flames,
definitely,
as a coupon code, get you some sweet buildings, and those buildings fit Space Marine size models inside of them perfectly. So they're multi-level. They've got multiple floors. We left the back off of some of ours where we can pull it off, and you can actually get inside the building and melt a gun yourself a Warlord. But it's just going to stomp around you. There's very, very few things that can actually take care of it. But that's a few of our tables, guys. We're actually going to wrap up. We got to go ahead and get to lunch, but we will be streaming the next game that's going to be coming up. And you'll actually be hearing Josh and Zach, right?
Yes, Josh and Zach are going to step into the announcement booth.
So you will hear Josh and Zach on the next game. It's still going to be this same table. We're going to go and get these guys some food in their bellies, and we'll be seeing y'all soon. Appreciate everybody. It will be a new link because it's going to be a completely different stream. So hope to see you guys in a little bit. Go ahead and share this page. If you share this link and share this video and do a Flames, it is actually going to enter you into a drawing to win a Betrayal at Calthbox. We really want to get this live stream. We put a lot of work into this live stream, so the more views we have on it and everything like that really helps us out. So if you could like and share this video and hashtag South Texas in Flames, we'll go and find you and enter you into a raffle to win a Betrayal at Calthbox. Appreciate all your help, guys, and y'all have a good one. Catch you guys later.